My name is Rachel Thompson. I'm 36 years old, and I live in a quiet neighborhood just outside Denver, Colorado. I've been married to my husband, Jason, for almost 12 years. We have two kids, a three-bedroom house, and a big backyard where our golden retriever, Bailey, loves to run around. From the outside, our life looks just about perfect. But the truth? What people see isn't always what's real. Jason and I built a life that felt safe and steady. We were the couple who hosted summer barbecues, volunteered at school events, and coordinated every little detail of our lives, from dentist appointments to date nights, on a shared calendar. Somewhere along the way, though, we lost something. Not love, that never left, but the spark, the excitement. We became more like best friends sharing a life than romantic partners. The fire, the fun, the intimacy, it all slowly faded under the weight of routines and responsibilities. Then, one regular Tuesday night, everything started to shift. I had just finished loading the dishwasher when Jason walked into the kitchen, leaned against the counter, and said, "Can we talk for a minute?" The tone in his voice made my stomach flip. You know when you just know something important is coming? I dried my hands and followed him to the living room. The kids were upstairs, probably watching cartoons. The only sound in the house was the hum of the dishwasher. Jason looked nervous, really nervous, and I hadn't seen him like that in a long time. He took a deep breath and said, "I've been thinking about something for a while, and I need to be honest. It's personal, and it might catch you off guard." My heart started racing. I sat there in silence, afraid of what he might say. Was he unhappy? Was there someone else? "I have a wish," he told me, "and it's not because I don't love you. I do, more than ever. But I feel like something's missing, like we're just going through the motions." I nodded slowly. I knew what he meant. I had felt it too. I just never said it out loud. He continued. He'd been reading, talking to a therapist, and thinking about ways we might reconnect. Then came the part I wasn't expecting. What if we tried something new, not emotionally, just physically? What if we opened our relationship, just a little, with clear boundaries? Maybe it could help us reignite what we've lost. I was stunned, completely speechless. Was he really asking me to share our relationship? I'd read about open marriages, seen them on TV, but I never imagined we would have that conversation. That night, I didn't give him an answer. I told him I needed time. He understood and didn't push. But his words echoed in my head for days. I barely slept. I walked through the house in a daze, replaying everything over and over. Was this a betrayal of what we'd built? Or was it an opportunity to rebuild something we'd lost? I started journaling again, trying to sort through my emotions. I wasn't angry, I wasn't even hurt, which surprised me. I was confused, torn between fear and, if I was being honest, a little curiosity. Part of me was terrified, but another part, a very quiet part, wondered if this could be a path to something deeper, not just physically, but emotionally, together. A week later, I asked him to sit down again. I told him I was scared, that I never imagined I'd even consider this. But I also said, I'm open to having the conversation, no promises, no big decisions, just talk. His eyes filled with tears. He reached for my hand and said, "That's all I ever wanted, for us to face this together." That's exactly what we did. We started by setting clear boundaries. We made lists, what we were okay with, what was off limits, and what our real goal was. It wasn't about replacing what we had. It was about reconnecting, deepening our trust, being honest about our needs and vulnerabilities. We even started seeing a couples therapist who specializes in alternative relationship dynamics. We wanted to be sure we were emotionally ready, whatever came next. It took months of deep, honest conversations. We talked about everything: jealousy, fear, communication, and we agreed on one rule: nothing would ever happen unless we were both completely on board. And even then, we'd take it slow. Turtle pace slow. Eventually, we joined a private online group for couples exploring the same things. At first, we just read and listened. No pressure, no action, just learning. The first time we met another couple for dinner, I was a nervous wreck. But it wasn't weird or awkward. It felt like meeting new friends, people with their own journeys, struggles, and choices. That night, we just talked, we laughed. Then we went home, and Jason and I held each other closer than we had in years. Over the next few weeks, something unexpected happened. We grew closer. Our conversations got deeper. We asked each other things we never had before. We explored desires with honesty, without shame. Eventually, yes, we took some